Next up is another blind buy. Roger Corman presents To Sleep with a Vampire. Horror films are really hard to come by on VHS, especially more cult classic ones, and this is clearly, I get where this is coming from, I guess, but a stripper and a vampire, they fall for each other, kind of, and then he wants to learn about daytime or something. That's interesting. It's really weird, and I've never heard of this movie, but it looks like it's got a nice, dark, twisted look to it. Next up is the Mel Brooks classic, Blazing Saddles. I've only seen bits and pieces of this, and I am ashamed to say that. This is like probably the truest classic that I have not seen of his. I've seen Spaceballs now. I've seen Young Frankenstein, and they are true great films for sure, but I hear that this is arguably his best. Period. I got nothing for this. I even tried looking it up on eBay and some quick Google search, and I can't figure out heads or tails. And considering about our podcast and stuff like that, I want to dive into random stuff from time to time, even though if it's painful to watch, like Rap City Street Kids. Jesus. I've always heard of the movie A Midsummer Night's Dream, and that's what I thought this was for a second when I saw this title. And I was not expecting whatever the fuck this is. This is some weird shit. It's an animated version of the film. A Midsummer Night's Dream comes to life for the first time ever in the United States. Originally produced for Dutch TV, this vision of 4 different filmmakers begins with the fluid strains of Mendelssohn's classical masterpiece. And the concert hall is transformed into a forest, and then at the end, the famous wedding march blossoms onto the screen with the magic of an animator's brush. And what the fuck is this? What am I missing something? I've only heard of the film. I've never seen it, so I can't say anything. Maybe I'm really losing my damn... I don't know. I mean, look at this cover. This looks like some weird fucked up, like, Fantasia or something. I don't know. If any of you know what this is, like, maybe I'm losing my mind over something that's not that uncommon. I don't know. I picked it up solely because it just looked ridiculously weird. The original Pino Royale, and I did not even know Woody Allen was in a James Bond movie. Not that I care, but it's just weird to see him there. Peter Sellers is more of an interesting thing right here for me. I'm just like, whoa. But I love this cover. I love the artwork on this. This is really freaking awesome, and I don't really care too much for James Bond movies. I hope to dive into this eventually, and it looks pretty fun and interesting. So I love the artwork more than anything. I just love the artwork. And last but definitely not least, although for some people this could definitely be least, the blandest Batman movie, Batman Forever. But this is actually the widescreen edition, and this was the last movie I needed for the quadrilogy. So that's pretty cool. I was just like, huh, I've never even seen the widescreen edition before. So that's cool. And I remember seeing this. I had the toys. I remember enjoying it for what it was. Val Kilmer was fine as Batman, and Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey were true cartoon characters come to life. And they were both basically the Joker, which is unfortunate. They could have done so much better. Chris O'Donnell was just a whiny little bitch, and Nicole Kidman was just there. I don't... But good thing for her. She's back in the DC universe as Aquaman's mom, so that's cool for her. She dived right back into the DC stuff, so that's cool. Thanks again so much for sticking around, staying subscribed, liking, and commenting, and all these other things. Following me on social media, and all that other good stuff in between. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all have the happiest of holidays and a very Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate anything whatsoever, well, hope you just have an awesome day. So, thanks again for watching, and I'm Anthony Flotis with Worth a Watch, and I'll see you in the next video.